All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about one of the biggest shifts happening in tech, well, maybe ever. It's how AI is going from a simple tool, like a chatbot, into an actual autonomous colleague on your team. Seriously, this isn't just another software update, it's like hiring a whole new kind of employee.
I want you to really think about this for a second. We're not talking about a new app you have to learn. We're talking about a brand new candidate showing up for a job interview, one that's ready to take on huge projects, from start to finish, all by itself. But to really get where we're going, we have to look back at where we just came from. And that was the era of AI as this brilliant thinker. I like to call it the genius intern phase.
So until just recently, tools like the first versions of ChatGPT, they were amazing, right? They could brainstorm an entire marketing plan, write a perfect email, or outline a super complex report. They were absolutely brilliant thinkers. But, and this is the big but, the second they gave you that plan, they were done. The hard part, the actual work of putting that plan into action, well, that was still 100% on you.
And what did that make us? Well, it basically turned us into human messengers. We'd copy the AI's brilliant idea, open up another app, paste it in, fix the formatting, then maybe grab something from there and move it somewhere else. We were the couriers, the human glue, just running back and forth between the AI's brain and all our other software.
Okay, so then things started to evolve. They got way more interesting. The world of AI became to specialize. It was kind of like going from having one genius intern to suddenly hiring a whole team of expert freelancers where each one was a total master of their one specific job.
And this whole ecosystem of specialized tools just exploded. You had your absolute S-tier game changers like Gamma, which could create an entire presentation from just a single sentence. Then you had really powerful A-tier tools like Runway for making videos, and more niche, complex B-tier tools like Midjourney for amazing images. Each one was a beast, but only in its own little world. But here was the problem, the big catch. Even with this incredible digital dream team, none of them could talk to each other. Someone still had to play project manager. Someone had to tell the image AI what to make, then take that image, give it to the video AI, and then tell the presentation AI to put it all together. And that project manager? Yep, that was still you.
And that brings us to today. This is the real revolution, because this is where our AI finally gets a promotion. It's not an intern anymore. It's not just a freelancer. Now it's becoming the project manager, an active, autonomous doer that can handle the entire workflow on its own.
This one quote sums up the entire change we're living through. The way we work with AI is completely flipping on its head. We are moving away from just prompting it, asking it questions. We are now delegating to it. We're handing off entire complex projects.
So here it is, the side-by-side difference. It's that simple. We've gone from a passive AI that just answers questions to an active AI that acts. It's the huge leap from just generating an idea to actually seeing the task through to completion, because it can finally work with the very same apps that we use every single day.
And the magic behind all this has a name: agentic AI. Think about the newest versions of these tools, like the ChatGPT agent or Claude with its connectors. These AIs have basically been given virtual hands and eyes. They can see what's on your screen, they can control your mouse, they can read your files, and they can use software just like a person would.
So how does an AI agent actually pull this off? Well, it follows a pretty smart process. First, it makes a plan, breaking your requests down into smaller, logical steps. Then it starts scanning. It'll browse websites, it'll read your documents, whatever it needs to gather info. And here's the really cool part. It can adjust. If it hits a wall or finds something unexpected, it changes its plan on the fly. And finally, it gives you the result, a finished product, a completed task, not just a bunch of links for you to figure out.
Let me give you a real-world example so this clicks. Imagine you just got out of a long, messy meeting and you've got this chaotic transcript. You can now just give that file to an AI agent and say, turn this into a project plan. The AI will then connect to your Notion account, create a totally new page, and fill it with organized goals, action items, and deadlines, all pulled perfectly from that messy transcript. A tedious job that used to take an hour of your time, it's now done in about 60 seconds.
So the big question is, what does all this mean for us? For our jobs, for the skills that matter? It means our role is changing in a really fundamental way. For years, we've been the driver, with our hands on the wheel for every little task. Now, we're becoming the navigator.
So listen, this is what's really important for you to get. Your value at work is no longer about how well you execute repetitive tasks.
Your real value now comes from being a strategist. It's about your ability to set the destination, to be the architect of the plan, and to manage your new digital teammate to get the job done. Your most important skill is no longer execution, it's direction.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. As these autonomous AI colleagues start showing up in your workflow, just think about your day-to-day. What's that one tedious, soul-crushing, time-consuming task you hate doing? Because chances are, that's the very first thing you're going to delegate to your new digital employee. The age of delegation, it's officially here.